What's up, guys? It's Jason from Grill Your Ass Off. I'm here with Pitmaster
Paul.
Today we're going to be doing a two-part. What is it going to be, Paul?
We're going to do a bone marrow chimichurri, and we're going to cook a whole picanha.
There we go. So our local butcher here will actually not slice these in half because of bone fragments, all that kind of stuff. So it's the same way at your grocery store. No worries. We're going to smoke this thing whole for a little bit longer than we are our meat. And then we're going to take a knife. We're going to scoop all this amazing juices out of this bone marrow and mix it up in with some chimichurri to put on top of that right there. So I made ourselves a little foil boat for this thing. We're going to go throw it on the grill first and then come back inside and Paul's going to prep our meat. All right, guys, we got our foil boat and our bone marrow right here. We're going to burp this egg. We got it going currently at 300. All we're going to do is set this guy right there, let it collect all the juices because we want to keep all that, and we will see you in a little bit.
All right, guys, so next I got this whole, it's a little small, but it's a whole picanha. What I'm going to do is I'm going to score the fat cap and then season the fat. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a checkered panner. Just glide your knife across. Come back the other way. So now I'm going to season the fat cap with our platoon sergeant, which is just a coarse salt, pepper, and garlic. Make sure you get the sides. Then I'm going to, just the meat side, I'm going to use our go-to gunpowder. So we're going to let this hang out for like 10 minutes, let it sweat out, and then we're going to smoke it 300 degrees on the green egg until it reaches an internal temperature of 108 to 110. All right, the egg's running at 300 degrees. I'm gonna put this fat side down. Right along the grate there. I'll stick my temperature probe in the thickest part of the meat. We're gonna let that come up to like 108, 110. All right, so I hit my temp, so I'm just gonna take this off the grate for now, because I gotta remove the shield. As you can tell, it looks like a moon rock. So I got the grate up. I'm gonna put the picanha on its fat side down just for a minute.
Smells so good.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and prep this chimichurri while the bone marrow is finishing up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our parsley right here, and we're going with a rough chop with this cilantro. One thing with your knife, make sure that you keep your knuckles bent like this right here, so you don't chop off a finger, and we can get this stuff going fast. Next, we got our garlic right here. We just push flat. All right, one of the easiest things to do, I'll take this nicest piece right here, so we can cut it back like this and cut it down like that right there. Garlic done and in the bowl. Now we're gonna take our onion. Now whenever we're julienning onion, we're doing a fine chop, you always want to leave the roots on. That's what holds it together for us. We're gonna turn it into a quarter of an onion. We're gonna peel said outer layer of the onion off. Because it's dry, no one wants it dry. We all want it nice, wet, and moist. We'll chop one end off. We'll then come over, slice back almost all the way through, not all the way through. We'll then again do that 2 more times. Once you have those cuts done, we're gonna come straight down. And a sharp knife always helps on this. All right, this has just been PMP approved. Onion, boom, in the bowl. All right guys, we have our red wine vinegar. We're gonna do about 2 to 3 tablespoons right there. We have our extra virgin olive oil because we don't want any used olives inside of here. Last 2 things that we're gonna put in before our bone marrow is a little bit of whiskey smoked sea salt to taste. We'll start off with that right there. Then we are gonna spice it up with our Crispy's mango habanero. Instead of the traditional red pepper flakes. Now let's give that a stir and see where our flavor is at. A bit more oil in their bowl. Beautiful. If you guys haven't tried chimichurri or if you've been on the fence, you're missing out. I'll tell you what, it is good. Again, guys, salt to taste. I think Paul's reaction, my reaction.
A little more. Good.
We'll get the smokiness from the whiskey smoked sea salt as well. We have that bone marrow that's finishing up smoking right now. So let's go ahead and get this bone marrow added in. All right guys, so we got our bone marrow right here. Again, we didn't have one that was cut in half. Our butcher out here does not do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break off one end and then we are going to hollow this guy out. So now that we have our nice little hole made here on top, now we're just going to do some non-sexual actions to our bone to help get this bone marrow out. So as you can see, it is dripping right there. And if you guys have never done this, again, you are missing out. This stuff is literally like the butter of the gods. Look at that right there. All right guys, we got our bone marrow out. Let's get this another mix to get it thoroughly incorporated. All right.
Good.
It's phenomenal.
Ooh, that's good.
That just brought chimichurri to a whole nother level.
All right, so I marked, because of the gunpowder, you could see that I made a line here. This is the way the grain is going. You have to cut picanha against the grain. I mean, that's just pouring juice. This has been resting for like 25 to 30 minutes. As you can see, all the juice is coming out of it. I mean, you can just see it. So, a little chimney on there.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's good beef.
I didn't know what perfection was until now.
Wow.
You guys can see right here, you have an amazing, beautiful fat cap on the top, and then just perfect fall apart meat right there, and you can't beat it.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the like button.
Check in the description below. We got a link to the recipe for this right here, including hundreds of other recipes and all of our amazing Grill Your Ass Off products. We'll see you on the next one.